Hello friends, this is Pastor Daniel Gouveia. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Today I'm reviewing the New King James Schuyler Quentel in 28 GSM regular size in purple, dark purple. And this is a gorgeous Bible. I have reviewed both the blue goatskin and also recently the slate goatskin. And of course, I'm in love with these Bibles. My blue copy and the slate copy that I had some issues with the printing. This one also has the same issues, but way less significant than my blue one and the slate that I had. It comes in this beautiful black box. It looks the same as before, but it's actually different because it is a clamshell box now. You open it like this to the side, and of course you have this white thick paper wrapping the Bible. Initially, Schuyler would wrap them in black paper. Now it's white. And the box is very simple and beautiful. Just has Quentel, New King James, dark purple goatskin. And on the top, it has Schuyler Bibles and nothing in the back. Just the Jerusalem cross in the front. It is natural grain goatskin. It looks a little bit darker than what you see here in the image. However, it's not as dark as my Caxton. I have a Schuyler Caxton, so the New Living Translation, and this purple is actually darker than this purple in the New King James Quentel. It is perimeter stitched, as you can see. In the front cover you have the Jerusalem cross, as do most of Schuyler Bibles. The spine, you have 6 raised hubs, and you have Holy Bible, New King James Version, and the Schuyler logo, all in silver. It is blue under silver for the gilding, and I have to say that I just love Bibles that have a silver gilding, and this one, just the color scheme is wonderful. I just love this blue under the silver. Looks beautiful. The gilding has no flaws. I'm very happy with it. And you have 3 ribbons. They're long, very long and wide. They're not as long as the ribbons of the Caxton. You can compare them here, but they are equally wide, and they are double satin, of course. So you can see that there. You have a purple headband and a purple tail band. It's there. And it is, of course, Might Soon. Look at that gilding. Pretty awesome. You open it up and you have a blue, dark blue, navy blue calfskin liner. Very soft, very nice to the touch. You also have a silver gilt line, which is beautiful. I just love the color of this Bible. It is edge-lined, as you can see, perfectly done. Corner work, like in most Schuyler's. It's nice, but not that nice. Okay, it's not like the best thing I've ever seen. All right, so you have this thick sheet of paper here, then the presentation page, and this is kind of different from the first time that these Bibles came out. This is actually very close to my Schuyler King James wide margin Bible. The presentation page actually looks a little bit like this. Marriages, births, deaths. This cool design here. This is very thick paper. This is not the 28 GSM. This is very thick paper here. Adds stability to the Bible. You have here the title page, Holy Bible, and this is already now in the 28 GSM paper. The Holy Bible, New King James Version, Schuyler Bibles, Quentel series, published by Schuyler Publishers, Virginia, USA, schuylerbible.com. You have here the information page, and these Bibles are printed by Youngblood in the Netherlands. The design and typesetting of this 11-point Milo font, that's the font of this Bible, was made by 2K Denmark, and it is an amazing font. Actually, this Bible in the blue is my main Bible right now. Even though I have so many awesome New King James Bibles at home, the New King James is my favorite translation. There's something about the Schuylers that just captivated me. So then you have the contents. And you have a preface to the New King James Version. This is exactly the same as when these Bibles first came out, exactly the same layout. The extended preface, title page for the Old Testament, and boom, the wonderful text of the 11-point Milo font of the Schuyler Quentel series. And what really captivates me about this Bible is definitely the font, the verse numbers in bold, the space between the lines, the size of the font is so readable. The fact that it has a decent margin, and to me, one of the greatest features in the Bible, great space in the gutter. Every book starts in its own page. Chapter numbers are in dark red. The book names on the top of the page for the reference are in red. Page numbers are also in red. Verse numbers in black. Everything in the text is in black except for the words of Jesus. This is a red letter Bible. You have references centered in the bottom, more than 60,000 references. And I just love the way they look. They're easy to use because the chapter and verse number to which they refer is in red. You have this line here separating the text from the references. And you have translation notes in the inferior right corner on the right page and inferior left corner on the left page. And these are very, very easy to use and to navigate. I use them every day. Now you come to the end of the Old Testament and you have Malachi chapter 4, and you have just one sheet of paper, and then you have the title page for the New Testament, and you get to the New Testament. Now again, this is a red letter Bible. I love the color of the red. It's a dark red. This is my favorite kind of red for red letter Bibles. Unfortunately, it's not very consistent. I know there's always inconsistency in a red letter Bible, but these Bibles do have a little bit more inconsistency than I would like to see. The issue that I had with my blue and even with the slate that I had for a few weeks was that in some passages, the margin size was different. Like for instance here, Romans chapter 8 in my blue copy, you can clearly see the show through, and the fact that here in Romans chapter 8, this margin is actually bigger than the margin here in Romans chapter 6 and 7. So there was an inconsistency in the printing, and actually somebody from Schuyler Bibles commented on some of my posts saying that this is normal, this can happen. The truth is that many people reached out to me saying that in the exact same pages as I noticed this inconsistency in my Bible, they were noticing it in their Bibles as well. This is not something that prevents me from using the Bible. Look here, Acts chapter 8. You can see that clearly. Again, I use this Bible a lot. As you can see, I even took it out to a storm to record a video, and it got a lot of drops of rain and snow, and it shows. The gilding is all messed up, the paper also. But still, I use it every day. In a certain way, just added a touch of character to the Bible. I've been studying the Gospel of John. Let me see here. I just love the way this paper holds up, even though it's so thin. This 28 GSM Indo-Opaque paper, it's so high quality that I just do whatever I want with this paper, and I rarely have bleed through unless I'm using a pen that is not a quality pen. I love this Bible, even with the issues of the printing. I have a lot of Schuyler's. This was the first one that had inconsistency in the margins. Also, the printing, not only the red, but even the other parts of the Bible, the black, is not consistent all the way through. Sometimes it's more dark, sometimes it's less dark. I know that in any premium Bible, this can happen, and to a point, all Bibles have that. This Bible just had a little bit too much of that. Now again, as I was showing you, Romans chapter 8, and there's many other places, but let me show you here. Romans chapter 8, so this is the blue, the first batch of New King James Schuyler Quentel in 28 GSM. And here I have the purple. Let me open up to Romans 8. All right. You can tell me, okay? So look, you see the difference here? Romans 8. You see how on the other side the margin is smaller because the printing doesn't match on the other page. These Bibles are line matched, and I don't see a problem, any problem whatsoever in the line matching, okay? But it's just the position of the text block in the page that in this page here, Romans 6 and 7, this was just one example. There's many more. It's further to the left, and here in Romans chapter 8, it's further to the right, okay? And here in the new, in my new purple Bible, you can still see a little bit of inconsistency, okay? But it's not as pronounced as in the blue from the first batch of these Bibles. And I can show you more places like Acts. I mean, there's a lot of them. Acts 25, you see the difference? And here in the new one, Acts 25, you can notice a little bit, but it's nothing compared to this. Acts 20, let's compare the two again. You see here? The show through, because on the other side, the margin is just not as wide. But here in my new one, ta-da! There you go. You still see a little bit of inconsistency. The margin on the other side is still not as wide, but you almost don't notice it. I mean, it's just a little tiny bit. Of course, there's places in these Bibles where you don't have that at all, where the printing matches exactly. So the margins are the same. So just pointing that out, again, I believe that for this second batch of Bibles, things are looking better if your copy is like my copy. And you come to the end of the Bible, Revelation. As you can see, the red letter goes all the way through Revelation. And you have just one sheet of paper here, and then the concordance. It's a nice concordance. The words are a little bit small, but I can see them very well. The words that you search are in red, and then a little part of the verse is in black, and the reference is in red as well. And you have about 56 pages of concordance. So again, very nice concordance. Love the way it looks. And you have, again, one sheet of paper that is blank on both sides, and Bible maps. And these maps that you have on the Schuyler Bibles, they're just awesome. You have 12 maps. You have here the list of the maps, and I just love the colors of these maps, and I just love the fact that they are not made out of that glossy and shiny paper that you find in most Bibles. I just love this look. I love these colors. Love how the maps are made, and you have an index to maps, and that's the end of the Bible. Then you have this thick paper here. In the end, you have quite a few pages to write in if you would like to. You actually can use about 9 to 10 pages in the back to write if you so choose. And that's the end of the Bible, friends. Personally, I think Schuyler should have this Bible also as a black letter available. That would be awesome. And also, if possible, maybe in the future, have dark blue ribbons. I think they would look amazing with this color scheme. Nothing against the purple ones. I just love them. I think they're beautiful. But dark blue ribbons here, I think they would just look amazing. Still, I love these. Now, the lady from Schuyler Bibles who commented on my posts on Facebook said that this is actually not a second printing. She said that these are the same sheets from the first printing, and she says that these issues are not something that could be fixed. They fall within printing tolerances, and not all of the copies were affected. So I'm happy to know that if you have a Bible from the first batch of Bibles like I do, and that Bible does not have those issues great for you. Now, I see the exact same issues and the exact same pages in this purple goatskin, but they're just very, very minimal. Again, beautiful, beautiful dark purple Bible, just gorgeous with this gilding, blue under silver. This leather is thick and soft at the same time. It has a little tiny grain. It's not very pronounced, but it's just wonderful. I anticipate spending good time with this Bible for many, many years to come. In my opinion, these are some of the best, absolutely best New King James out there. And if you have any questions, let me know. Whatever Bible you read, just read it with prayer, with faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. And remember that He was crucified for you, and He was crucified for me. All right, bye. Very nice. Don't tell me you don't think this Bible is beautiful, because it's gorgeous. Yeah.